Okay, so today, before getting into our usual set of Tit Sin Kuen, I want to answer to a question that is general, and that there is this friend that asked me again to, if I try to list again the bridges and the idea of the bridges, and I think that this is very important. So I I will cover them again with pleasure. So, in my opinion, I have an article on my website, so on my blog, so you can find it and see it. I try to cover it for you in this video, so we are all focused on the thing. So, my opinion about the bridges, which is actually not really an opinion, is what I learned and what I digested and metabolized in all these long years while practicing them is that the bridges are the basic martial elements. Bridges is everywhere in martial arts. They are the foundation of martial arts because the bridges are exactly what puts you in connection with the opponent. So bridges are not specific technique. So you cannot train a bridge. You cannot train, I don't know, Che, because this is not Che. This is a trust. This is a trust. Okay. The spell trust and so it's like you cannot train chin. This is a short punch, and the idea is chin, but this is a punch. It's not, you're not training a bridge. You're training a punch. Okay, so this idea of bridge is everything that puts you in connection. It can be also defined as strategy, but it's more than that, because it's exactly the connection and the everything that puts you in contact with the opponent, and what helps you to get into his guard and his space and eventually defeat him. So the 12 bridges of Hung Kuen are a complete set of methods and strategies to connect with the opponent, taking advantage of his weaknesses, for instance, to gain the full control. No specific techniques, as I said. It's not like put your hand like this and you make the thing bridge. No, it's not like that. Is more than that. So, okay. So let's see them. So there is a poem that is Kong Yao Pi Che Fan Din Chun Tai Lao Wan Chai Tim Kim Kuen. So it's there's this 14 words, ideograms. The last two is day and the night, so it's just to finish the set, and 7 and 7. So, but actually there's 12 concepts. So there are Gong e Yao are exactly the sum. The opening is the sum. Gong e Yao include everything, all the rest, because it means hard and soft. So it's the constant flow of energy and the constant movement of your muscle that get tight and then release their energy. So this is Gong e Yao. Then Big is a bridge that I love, and it's nearly in every technique. Big means crowding, and crowding means exactly not just closing stuff as I see around. Crowding means populating the volume that belongs to your opponent. So occupy his space, and this is Ping. Tse is every time that you use a long straight blow, that can be a punch, can be uh, whatever you like, but it's long blows. Okay. Fun is as the idea of opening, but is always the idea of opening, and is just the idea that you go from the center to the outside with your weapons, just to create an entrance to access the space of your opponent. This is fun. Teng is very difficult because I see a lot of people that say Teng. No, Teng is just the moment of. It's like when you have a spring and you compress a spring to let it spring back and release. So there's this. Teng is the moment where you load of your energy and you load everything into all your body as a spring ready to spring back. Chin, every short hit that springs not from the arms on the leg or the legs, but comes from your body. So chin is the most famous chin is the 2 inches punch, and is when you just load your body and you get into your opponents and you throw your blow, just taking the load from this circular movement that creates a momentum, and then eventually the blow gets in. Tai is whenever you lift something. Tai has the idea of lifting and is the same as fun, but is when you lift something and get in. There's a lot of example of Tai also in the Tit Sin Kuen. Lao is when the moment where you are just finished, just thrown your hit, and that there is that moment then when you just relax, which is not, you do not get soft and tender. You just have an active and elastic relax, which is what you need to reload your energy, your body ready for the next hit. That's low. And one is the idea of deflecting the power of the opponent, and it's every time that you are in your stance and your triangle of attack triangle points of the opponent, and you anticipate the opponent, and just you move this triangle, and so it's like deflecting your the way where your attack, your action will move, and this brings out your opponent, and this is one. And Chai is control. Chai is control, and like Chai is that's control. But also when we go in the Tit, when you go, this is Chai, and we'll see today why this is Chai and why it requires a different stance and different translation from the others, because Chai means that all your body reacts and is in opposition with the opponent. And Ding is the ultimate blow, is when you just decide that blow will be the final blow that will put down your opponent, and you put everything you have in that blow. Is a bet, is a bet, because if you miss it, you're very fragile. You can get a counterattack, but so that you must be very safe and very confident, and before using Ding. So decided that hit is final, but Ding is in all the sets that you practice, is when you you throw the last blow and then you change the direction. You know that, like, swing with fire, you go bam, 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 blam, blam, bim, bim, boom, bam, bam, and then you change 90 degrees. There's so maybe while we see it, we can try to understand again the bridges. Let's see if I fit. Yes. Okay. We'll summarize as usual. We'll summarize everything we've done. We don't repeat everything. I don't want to put all the set in every video because it's just distraction. I'd rather like to have this different pieces, and it's up to you to put them together. All the videos will be available forever, or at least forever YouTube is active in this world. So that's it. But we always try to do our salute properly, okay? So, and we use it to concentrate, put together our body, and try to connect all the parts. That is not possible to keep connected when sitting at the table doing other works. We need Chinese Kung Fu to connect. And the salute is the best. And this exercise that Master Chan Hon Chung put me, forced me to do for several days before starting the Dragon of si-hing in 1983 is really best. So I am, while I'm talking, I am creating a rhythm with my diaphragm and waist that start, that move, and in the meantime I concentrate on my spine. This might look boring, but it's very important, so you please do it. Stop talking to concentrate on the breathing, on the air, not the breathing, on the air that goes out and in. Hey. Okay. A few things that I wanted to point out is that this it's obvious that there is a hard contraction at the but this hard contraction which stops my arms, and remember, I'm not thinking at my forearms, I'm thinking my elbows when I'm doing this. Okay, that's okay. This is stops. That is exercise. And if it were a blow, if it were actual combat thing, I would let it go. I would let it go through the arm. But in this case, but everything is contracted. But this that keeps pushing out the air, pushing to closing and lifting, and so the air goes out, and at the end, you don't listen, you don't hear it, but I'm keeping on pushing, letting the air out, until I'm empty, and then I release. Same thing. Same thing. Oh. Hey. Wow. Oh. Hey. Ta. Remember, also goes oh. Okay, there goes like a tube, like you know, a huge tube. After this, we have our first translation. This is again fun, and we do our stuff with this, and we finish it. Then same translation here, and we do our stuff. And this is the third part where we study the first translation. Then, remember left hand below. Oh. Hey. Hey. This was wonderful fun. Oh. Hey. Wow. Etc. Same the other side. Oh. Hey. Hey. Etc. Then, after this fourth set, where we saw the second translation, so first that goes like, I move slightly my center of gravity, and I rotate my waist, so the leg follows. Right? Right. It is fun. And then here, note, if you have the wrong weight on your feet, when you go here, you will feel the toe moving. This tells you that you're making a mistake. So it's the pivot is the front of the foot, and you're not pushing the foot. The foot goes by itself because you move your waist. Okay? So this is very important, this second translation. So now let's go to the part we are seeing now. The 45 degrees part where you hear something happening, 45 degrees in your left back. And so you react. So we have finished this part and we are in this position. We hear something here, and so we go this way and hey. But now we hear something there. Now, new. And hey. So, what happens here? Second part. We're here and we hear something happening here. So we just remember, this is our point of reference, that's just down our waist, and we just go around it, and we change our perspective. One bridge. This is one. This is, we're here and we go away, like this. And so, hey, now something that's coming from here. And again, look, the guy there is still attacking, and we this movement on the left that follows and puts our stance, as you see, puts our stance in a correct way with the feet that stay on the sides of the attack line. This is another one, because now we are deflecting the power. So the guy has seen us this way. Look, this is very important. The guy has seen us this way. So you see the attack line is this that goes through my feet, okay? And what we do is, while turning, we move. Now the attack line is here. So it's something like this, and it's 15 centimeters out, and points in a different way. So we just deflect his attack, just with our position. This is one, okay? So again, I don't know if you can see the lines on the floor, but this is very useful to have them 45 degrees for learning this part, the third transition, and one idea. Hey. So, have you seen that here we have to go back to the first type of translation. Why? Because the wise old guy who created the Tit Sin Kuen understood that there is one bridge, Chai, that needs surely a total connection of our body, but also needs a very strong and solid position, because we are with Chai is just like we are pushing a tree, something, we need, this Chai is the moment where we have to be on the floor and create a line between the floor, the floor and our power, so we control the opponent. This is the only moment in the home style, the Chai bridge, where we need a very strong, solid position. The Chai bridge means that all our body needs to be there, connected, strong, and attached to the word, to put all our, and to not waste any little part of our energy. So again, let's do it, and then we do it on the other side. Okay, try to start back so I don't get out of the screen. Let's see. Okay, I think it's good. So we hear something, remember your intention. So senses, intention, eyes, and while we look, we start going here, and we go, hey. And now. Okay, and then we go on, and then we'll do it on the other side. This time the bad guy comes from here. Okay, so it's hey. Hey. It looks similar. It looks similar to the third section. So the first part that goes on the sides after the beginning, okay? But is not. Please, still, I want to point out the idea that all the things that we do with our hands is not, especially in Tit Sin Kuen, is not as important, as meaningful as what we do with our waist and stance, because everything is there. You know, I have people that write me again about the finger, the position of the hands. That will come eventually, and I tell you, you will understand that the home style is self-teaching. So everything will come out properly while you train. So do not waste your time focusing on the idea of this hand that is just pointing, the fingers are open, the fingers. What you need to understand is that the energy, the force comes from here and from the stance. And so I go back, so I noticed that I got out in that way. So I try to create more space. The guy comes from the library, the bad guy, but that's it. So please remember that. The thing is that you have to stay. You have your arms back, so it's just a way to learn how to move while keeping your position strong, straight, and active and elastic. So this helps you for that. So you just hear the guy and go there, okay? And now you're ready for your empty, open. Hey, you see that when I go, hey, this moves. But I don't move the damn foot. I move my waist, and the foot follows me. Same is when I go, this brings the foot with it. Oh, the other side. Okay, I made a mess of that. Okay, and you see, every time the line, because I'm going and I'm fighting this way, but the next will do that, and I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to go here, where I will go the next time. So let's see the other side again. Here. Let me see if I don't know. When I get out again. Hey. Hey. Okay? This is it. So please focus on what's important. Forget the bullshit about the details of Take off the crane. If the fingers make a little things, the crane is just his wings. It's like a whip, you know. I don't think that Wong Fei Hung, when he had to fight, really fight, was thinking about how to keep the fingers, you know. Or Lan Sai Wing, who was a butcher, if he, I don't think that he lost his time thinking that, I don't know, the finger that points there or points there or points there. The idea of this finger when you do this is that you grab the idea. You grab the iron wire and you bring it back. You know, it's like opening a curtain. You know, it's fine. But this is not the idea of the finger pointing forward, backward is important, the general concept, but what is important that you focus on your waist, okay? So, again, I invite you all to stay focused on the things that you, Angelo Foti, no, it's the contrary. My email address is alberto.biraghi@gmail. Well, that's very easy. alberto@biraghi.org. Let's see if I wrote it properly. Okay. Or https onemoreblog.org. This is my blog, and here you'll find my contacts and everything you might need, and the articles about this, and this I'm doing my recap of what to do. But again, please remember that, and also remember that if you are not up to the standards, you are not supposed to try to copy the Tit Sin Kuen. I trust you, and I trust that all the Hung Kuen brothers are all around the world, the serious one, the ones that really want to learn the Hung style, understand that you shouldn't start the Tit Sin Kuen unless they have got a deep knowledge of the rest of the set and the weapons and whatever, and that you cannot learn from a video. A video is just, these videos are just a way to give you the basics, the concepts, if you are not up to the standards, or to help you, to bring you the Tit Sin Kuen if you are up to the standards, so you can train and execute the real thing that Master Chan Hon Chung taught. So again, I want to point out, let's see, there are a lot of thanks. I want to point out that I am no Sifu. Thank you for calling me Sifu, but I am not. I think that there are very few Sifu all around the world, and this, I don't like the inflation of this name, but I knew the real Sifu, and I know what a real Sifu is. I wouldn't dare to call myself a Sifu. You can, since I am old, and I probably started to practice Hung Kuen before each one of you, you can call me si-hing. So I am the elder brother, and I'm happy to pass you what I got. I'm not teaching, I'm just passing you what I have, because I think it's worth the effort, and it's a jewel that should be known widely in the Hung Kuen community. So thank you for joining this video, and I'll see you tomorrow, where we probably can complete this 5th part, and so we're nearly at the end. But please remember, do not try to go on with the 5th part thinking the 3rd, because the movements of the heart might look similar, but actually the contents are not similar. So there is a lot of one in this part, that one bridge that is not present in the 3rd section. So concentrate on that. Okay, so stay safe, stay home, wash your hands, and train Kung Fu, and have a wonderful night. Ciao.